If you are just moving to Los Angeles and ready to raise a family or are already raising a family and don't know which cities or neighborhoods are a good fit, well, you've come to the right place because in this video, I'm going over the top 5 safe and affordable neighborhoods for you to live with your family in Los Angeles. What's up, guys? My name is Darren Kriz. I'm a local real estate agent born and raised in Los Angeles, helping people every single day buy, sell, and invest in property here in Los Angeles. So if that's you or someone you know, my information is down in the description below. On this channel, I give you informational videos about all things Los Angeles. So let's get started with this one. So this list is based on the affordability, home price points, schools, crime, family amenities, and personal experience living here for most of my life. So the first one, we're gonna go with Woodland Hills. So Woodland Hills is located on the southern west point of the San Fernando Valley, right between Calabasas and Tarzana. The 101 freeway cuts through Woodland Hills, and so does Topanga Canyon. Many residents enjoy Woodland Hills for their peaceful, quiet, suburban vibe, and there isn't too much of a nightlife unless you're going to neighboring communities such as Sherman Oaks, Studio City, down Ventura Boulevard. There are a few bars that have been opening up as of late on Ventura near the Woodland Hills area. I actually went to high school very close to Woodland Hills, so I've spent a lot of time in this area and know many families that have enjoyed it for decades on decades. One thing about Woodland Hills is it is the shopping mecca of the valley. There are 2 very large malls there. You have the Westfield Topanga Mall, and just south of that you have the Village, which is more of an outdoor mall. They have some nice restaurants over in the Village, which is fairly new. They built it in the last 10 years. And just south of that, there used to be an AMC theater. It's currently abandoned, and there was a couple restaurants, another mall right there, but it's abandoned because it was just purchased by the Los Angeles Rams, and they are planning on building their brand new Los Angeles practice facility there. So that's gonna draw a lot of attention and give a much different look to that entire area, which is basically just a huge parking lot right now. South of Ventura Boulevard, Woodland Hills has a lot of tree-lined streets, very peaceful, very tranquil. Many different high schools are in Woodland Hills, one of the higher rated areas for schools in general. And there's many things to do as well. For kids, you have the Glow Zone, right down to Soto, which they have mini golf and laser tag, as well as a trampoline facility. Another thing I know families love to do in Woodland Hills, they have Warner Park concerts just around the hotels just south. There's this park called Warner Park, which from June to August, every Sunday, they have free concerts where you can bring your friends and family, lay a blanket out, bring your dogs, and just enjoy the park, enjoy the outdoors in general. As far as schools go, there's a total of 46 schools in Woodland Hills alone, which is a combination of preschools, elementary schools, high schools, and private schools. As far as buying a house in Woodland Hills, the average home sale price is $1.2 million, and that's after being up over 20% year to date, which is pretty crazy. Woodland Hills is also a pretty close proximity to the beach, as if you just keep heading down Topanga Canyon, you'll go up, you'll go to the Topanga Point where you can see the entirety of the San Fernando Valley. Unbelievable views from up there. And if you keep heading down Topanga, you'll get all the way into Malibu, the Pacific Ocean, Zuma Beach, which is probably about a 15-20 minute drive, depending on traffic, obviously. But let's just get into number 2, and that is Westchester. So Westchester is a city located near LA's Silicon Beach, between Marina del Rey and LAX. It's predominantly a residential neighborhood, which is very peaceful and quiet, except for the occasional airplanes that you'll be hearing coming from LAX. But it's not too big of a deal, as you tend to get used to it over time. Loyola Marymount University, or LMU, is a very popular university that sits just south in Westchester. It's up in the hills and overlooks the city as well, right next to the ocean. It's an amazing place to go to school, to go to college. I know a lot of people that went to school out there. They're most well known for the Otis College of Art and Design. But in total, there's just about 40,000 residents that live in Westchester, and their average home price is just about $1.6 million, which is one of the higher price points on this list for the average single family house, but that is because you're about a 5-minute drive to the ocean, to the beach. Can you see a $1.6 million residential neighborhood, suburban family neighborhood near the beach, aside from Westchester in Los Angeles? It's pretty hard to find. As you keep going down into the South Bay, you're gonna get to Manhattan Beach, Redondo Beach, Hermosa Beach, and these tend to be more wealthy neighborhoods, younger neighborhoods as well. While as Westchester, they have many parks. They have a golf course, Westchester Golf Course, which is very popular too. They have lights there. One of the only golf courses in Los Angeles with lights. How have I not been there yet? So you can play a full round even in the dark. Residents of Westchester consider it to be a lovely, mostly family neighborhood where there is very little crime, trails to exercise on, school security nearby, and lots of families around there who attend or have attended LMU in the past. So let's just head on to number 3 on this list, and that is Burbank. Burbank is specifically located on the far east side of the valley, nestled up against the Verdugo Mountains. One of the most popular freeways in LA, the 5 freeway, cuts directly through Burbank. And you also have the Bob Hope Airport or the Burbank Airport, which I highly recommend if you can, taking that aside from LAX, as it'll bring you to the valley, but there are still many different destinations that the Bob Hope Airport can take you. It's still a pretty big airport, and you're not gonna have to deal with all the traffic, all of the hassle that massive LAX will bring you. Burbank is best known for its movie and TV production heritage, but it's definitely a lot more than just a studio backlot. There's such a big variety of homes out here. They vary from 900 square foot half lots to some pretty big McMansions as you go up into the hills into some of the neighborhoods in Burbank. Burbank offers neighborhoods for all tastes, many with excellent outdoor spaces, lots of hiking trails, and close proximity to do pretty much anything you'd want to do in Los Angeles. You just hop on the 5 freeway, can take you north, or you are also just 10 minutes away from downtown LA as well. Other things to do in Burbank, they have a very large mall in the very center in downtown Burbank. There's Flappers Comedy Club, which is very popular. A lot of well-known comedians have performed there in the past. A few of the specific suburban neighborhoods in Burbank consist of the Hillside District, Magnolia Park, and the Rancho District, where in total single-family houses tend to cost on average about $1.2 million. Similar to what number 1 was on this list. In my opinion, Burbank does feel like its own oasis in itself. If you're living in Burbank, it seems like you're gonna pretty much be doing everything in Burbank. There's not much of a reason to go outside of the city unless you have a specific reason, or if you're meeting someone that you know that lives in a different city in Los Angeles. But it's a great, affordable, and safe neighborhood for you to raise kids, raise a family, put them through schools as well. But let's just move on to number 4 on this list, and that is Torrance. So Torrance is located just inland in the South Bay in Los Angeles, just north of Palos Verdes, Long Beach, and just inland of Redondo Beach. Torrance is one of the larger cities in Los Angeles as well, and probably the largest one in this South Bay region. It is just a couple of miles from the beach, so you can easily bike to the beach as well without having to pay the expense of living in Redondo, Hermosa, or Palos Verdes. It is much safer compared to a lot of the cities that border it to the north, or as you go a little more inland into the South Los Angeles areas. Torrance is still one of the higher rated areas for schools as far as the South Bay region goes, or definitely anywhere south of LA. Knowing people that live in Torrance, they feel very safe when walking around, even at night, as they are known for having low crime. But I think if you are a family that would be considering living pretty close to the beach, aside from Westchester, Torrance would probably be another option that is just a little bit cheaper than Westchester as well. You get the nice residential neighborhoods of living a little more inland, but still if you want to have some fun spending time at the beach in the summers, you can easily just go every day with your kids. And Torrance is also a good area to make some investments in rental properties as well. But if you have a little bit more money to spend, I would recommend you check out Palos Verdes down below, or go a little more west, get even closer to your dream house on the beach. Okay, we are going to number 5, last but not least on this list, and that is Chatsworth. So personally, I have family living in Chatsworth, and I've done many real estate deals in Chatsworth, specifically up in the Deer Lake Ranch community, where I've sold 4 homes on one street alone. And that is because if you haven't seen my house tour channel, the link is down in the description below. I've toured many of the brand new model homes in Porter Ranch that Toll Brothers was offering. And through those homes, I'd get clients that would ask me questions on what the process is into buying some of these brand new homes. And if it was a little bit out of their budget, now they're going for over $3 million. But I would recommend them to check out the brand new homes in Chatsworth, because in the community specifically known as Deer Lake Ranch, they are building many different brand new model homes built by Vandale, Landsea, Pulte Homes. And they look very similar to the brand new builds of Toll Brothers, which are worldwide. They're very well known, but you're getting a more bang for your buck living in Chatsworth. Chatsworth is located in the northern west corner on the very end of the point in the Los Angeles County, bordered by Simi Valley and the Ventura County. So you're on the very edge of the LA County. But as you go above the 118 in these Deer Lake Ranch communities, or in the community of Indian Falls Estates, where you have houses ranging from over $5 million, there are many wealthy people that will live in Chatsworth because of the bang for your buck. You can get multiple acres for just a fraction of the price if you were to live in, let's say, Beverly Hills or in the city. and you still get views of the entire San Fernando Valley when you're above the 118. But if we go south of the 118, there's lots of family-friendly suburban neighborhoods. You go west of Topanga Canyon, and there are many good schools. One well-known school in Chatsworth known as Sierra Canyon, they're actually ranked #1 in basketball in the entire country. LeBron James' kid, Bronny James, actually attends there and is on the basketball team. We'll see if he comes to the Lakers after high school. Hopefully he does, because LeBron did say he'll be going to whatever team that his son goes in the future. So if you're watching this in the future, hopefully Bronny and LeBron are both in LA. But that is the #1 private school in Chatsworth specifically. There are also several good restaurants if you want to have sushi, Mexican, Chinese. There's a different kind of restaurant for all unique tastes. As far as the current median home price goes in Chatsworth, it is $850,000, which is an incredible deal for still living in the LA County, and you can get a new home for just above $1 million. And like I said, the 118 freeway cuts right between it, Topanga and the 118, so if you need to get anywhere quickly, you can just hop on the freeway, and the 118 tends to not be as traffic ridden as, let's say, the 101 or the 5 freeway as you go more inland. But that was pretty much everything for my top 5 best safe and affordable family neighborhoods to live in Los Angeles. Let me know what you guys thought. If you have any questions at all, leave a comment down below or shoot me an email. Here's my email, here's my phone number. If you have any questions, like I said, my name is Darren Kriz. I'm a local real estate agent helping people every single day buy, sell, and invest in property here in Los Angeles. So if that's you or someone you know, reach out. My team and I can help you. Subscribe for more videos. I'm posting every single week on this channel with more informational videos on all things Los Angeles. Hit the like button if you learned anything at all. Let me know if you guys have any personal experience about these 5 neighborhoods as well. If you've lived here, if you know people that live here, I love any feedback. Like I said, lots more videos coming in the future, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.